In this video we're going to go through brushing your dog. So we frequently see dogs with long coats that have got mats, particularly behind the ears or between the front or back legs, or even down behind their backsides, just because people are worried about brushing their dogs or feel that it's too difficult. So if you're not going to get your dog groomed regularly, or even if you are and you have a long coated dog, then you should be brushing them every day or so, depending on the length of the coat. So a finer coated breed like me here, you only have to do every 2 to 3 days. If you've got a really thick coated dog like a border collie or a husky, then you probably need to be doing them every single day. So when your dog is young, so when it's a puppy, you want to teach them to be used to the brush. So you have the brush out, you move it around, get them used to it being around them, even just touching them with it without brushing them, get them used to contact. It's very helpful to have someone giving them treats while you're doing this, so again it becomes a really positive association with the brush. When you're first actually brushing, you just want to be really gentle. If you run into any knots or any mats, initially be very careful about pulling on them. You might just gently tease them or cut them out with a pair of scissors. But don't pull, because any pain your dog feels, particularly when you're brushing around sensitive spots like ears, will build a negative association with the brushing and will discourage them from letting you do it. But you just want to do a few minutes a day to start with. Just get them used to having the brush run through their coat. So focusing on the really long hair bits, so down their backs, around their ruff. Their tail in particular is another spot that frequently gets matted. So just running the brush through their coat really gently. You can see that because Nim's getting lots of treats, she doesn't care at all that I'm brushing her. Stand up for me, darling. Good girl. In between the back legs is a really big spot that gets missed, so you want to make sure you get in there. The other thing is to make sure that your brush is long enough to get into the undercoat. So Nim doesn't have much of an undercoat, so a finer comb like this is fine. If you've got a dog with a really thick double coat, then you're going to need a sturdier brush or a different selection of brushes. So you don't want to use one brush for the whole dog. You can have a finer brush or a comb. You can have a thicker brush or a rake to get through the really thick bits. If you notice your dog towards the end getting a bit antsy, a little bit unsettled, pulling away, stop, that's enough for the day. Give them lots of treats and praise, and then come back another day and do a little bit more. But by encouraging them and associating with a positive thing, then your dog will be happy to be groomed whenever you need to do so.